I am so excited. This is my third video, and I am also very proud of myself. We are coming up to a new month, and that new month is February, the month of love. I feel like January went by at a good pace. I'm recording this, and it's actually January 22nd. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't have enough time to get the things done that I need to get done. And then I'm like, oh, I still have an entire week to go through some things. But because I wanted to get this video out, quote unquote, on time, I called off work because I also wasn't feeling too great this morning. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my time. I'm going to record my next video for February, and I am going to really enjoy today and enjoy this process and do this in my leisure. A lot that I want to work on this year is utilizing my time better, and not necessarily time management on a day-to-day basis, but really looking at my calendar, looking at my PTO days and my sick days, and kind of using that to my advantage and getting things done. I enjoy my job, and I'm very lucky that I get to do this with my job, but I want to put more time and effort into this, so I kind of have to create that time. I did my month review for January because, again, it's almost at the end. And I said in my last video that I would let you all know what the monthly reflection questions are in the Passion Planner and what my answers are for this month. So the first question is, what was the most memorable part of this month, and describe it. My most memorable part of this month was taking my son to the museum. We went to the Fields Museum. It's both of our favorite museums. We have Sue, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, here in Chicago, and we love going to see her and just going to see what new exhibits they have. I shifted a lot in my life to be able to have more time with my son. So I try my best to make experiences and do things that we won't forget, or that he won't forget, or that he'll remember when he gets older. I really enjoy spending time with my son and seeing how he's growing and becoming his own person. He is unbearably kind and soft and just full of life and excitement and exploration, and he had been begging me to go to the museum for so long, and I've just been so busy, so I was very, very happy that I was able to make time and get him to the museum. The stickers that I am using today came in my Passion Planner. Give me 1 second. Like I said, I'm recording this audio. I'm never gonna act like I'm doing things perfectly or I have anything scripted. It goes off the dome, okay? So these came with my Passion Planner, and the artist is Clarissa Tong. Her Instagram is at eatmishima Aro. But it came in my Passion Planner, so they were really cute. And I wanted to use those since Valentine's Day is coming up. The second question in my monthly reflection is, what were the 3 biggest lessons I've learned this month? And the first one is that I just need to wake up earlier. I don't really buy into the fact that we should be hustling and bustling this month, contrary to what you see me planning. And I do believe that it is natural for us to be more tired during this time because it's winter and every other thing in the world is dying or in hibernation, but we're trying to crank it up. So I noticed that I've been waking up when I have to wake up, and then I'm rushing through the rest of the day. I really want to change that next month, so that means that I'll be waking up at least 6 a.m. And I go to sleep on time. I'm just really tired now in the morning, and I'm allowing myself that time to rest, but it's becoming now counterproductive, so I need to get up at 6 a.m. 2 is I don't really have a lot of time. We are reviewing my weeklies because I want to make sure that I'm using my time to the best of my ability to get the things done that I want to get done. But it's also helping me find a lot of grace, because when you see my weekly layout in the productivity planner that is color coordinated, you will notice that I don't really have a lot of free time. So utilizing the time that I do have as much as possible, but like I said, also finessing some time like I did today. 3, I can do it all. This month really proved to me that I'm capable of doing a lot. It just won't always look like it's all done, i.e. my house is a mess. The next part of the question is review your planner for the past month and assess your priorities. Are you happy with how you spent your time? If not, what steps can you take next month to adjust them? And I'm, again, really proud of myself for the month of January, because I believe that for the most part, I used my time exactly how I wanted to use it. I spent time with my son. I was able to take him to his classmate's birthday party. I saw my boyfriend and spent time with their family. I saw about, I think, like 4 out of 5 of my friends that I wanted to see this month. And I still was able to get to the gym. Not as much as I wanted to, but again, giving myself grace as much as I could with everything else going on. And again, this is still January, and I'm about to post my 3rd long form YouTube video. I got some clothes posted up on my site. So I would say that I spent my time to the best of my ability, and I'm really, really happy about that. I noticed, though, that what I would like to do better for next month is dedicate a full day to getting like my videos done or any business work that I have to get done. Lately, I've been trying to squeeze that in either in the morning or in the evening. And I would just really like to see what a full day of me working on the things that I would like to see flourish in the future, what that would look like. The next question is, what did you accomplish this month and what are you most proud of? I am beyond proud of myself. I got accepted into my first vintage market. I'm really nervous, but it's going to happen. We're shooting all shots this year. That's why my bio is just, I'm just a girl trying to create the life of her dreams. That's really it. I'm trying to move as many barriers as I can to one day be able to wake up and see that I built the life that I wanted for myself. And part of that is being like a vintage dealer, antique dealer, and having my own shop. And so I got accepted into Vintage House Chicago's vintage market for February, which I'm really, really excited about. Again, I saw 4 of my friends. I got to take my son to a birthday party. I still am recording the podcast with my cousin. I haven't gotten to record mine yet, but there's still time this month. So I'm like proud of myself for being consistent with his, and know that I need to work on creating more space for mine. I created 1 blog post on my site, and again, I am recording today my 3rd long form YouTube video. So I am really, really, really proud of myself for getting all that done. And for the most part, the house has kind of been clean. It doesn't look like it right now, but I know I cleaned up at least once where it was like a nice deep clean. But I'm running in and out the house all the time, so my house doesn't look like guest ready, but that's okay. I'm the only one that lives here, so that's totally fine. The fifth question is, how are you different between this past month and the month before it? I am more sure of myself. I am trusting myself, and I am also doing a lot better about trusting the process. I don't think we talk enough about how much investment goes into things before you see any results, and that can be anything. I'm trying to build a business, I am embarrassingly admitting that I'm kind of trying to be a content creator in some sort. And that's a lot of work up front before you see any results. And it may not be that way for everyone, but I think I'm definitely going to be on the train that it is. And that's okay. Everything may not go according to plan, and everything may not look like it is getting done or that it is moving, but it is. And that goes back to trusting the process. I am still anxious, and I know that I will take time. It will take time for, that to kind of reduce itself. But in the first month, I showed myself that I can make plans and stick to those plans. I found time in time scarcity, and I made do with what I had. I didn't make excuses, and I produced the things that I wanted to produce. And that is the difference between me, like this month and last month, is that I'm going into this month knowing that I'm capable, and that's really important, and I'm really proud of myself for that. The next question is, what or who are you especially grateful for this past month? I'm especially grateful for myself. For me. Yes, I have a support system, and my support system is amazing, and usually I attribute everything to my support system and everything to like my mom and my dad and my son's father, because they watch my son a lot, my boyfriend because he provides a safe and calm space. But God damn it, I'm proud of myself this month. You all have no idea how proud I am of myself for making space for the things that I want to make space for just biting the bullet and saying that I'm going to invest time and I'm going to invest money. And I'm deeply, deeply aware that it is all going to work out. And you need that. You need that unwavering belief that everything is going to work out for you in order for you to do things. Because no one's probably watching this video, or my best friend is probably the only person watching this video, and I'm grateful for her. No one's clapping for me in the background. I'm not asking people to watch my videos. I'm not asking people to go buy from my store. I'm just constantly putting it out into the atmosphere and hopefully changing the trajectory of what my life can look like. And I'm proud of myself for that, and I'm grateful for myself for that, because I can't give up. That's why I'm grateful for myself. I can't give up. I haven't given up. And God damn it, that's pretty fucking dope. Okay? The last question is, name 3 things you can improve on this upcoming month, and what are concrete actions you can take to work towards these improvements? Number 1, gotta wake up earlier. Sis has to wake up earlier. Like my son, I have to start getting my son ready at 7 o'clock in the morning for school. So that means I need to get up at 6 in order to get myself ready and make myself feel good and show up as the boss bitch that I am. So 6 a.m. wake ups, that's where we're doing. 2, I need to limit Leah to 4 times a month. That's where I get my breakfast sandwiches, and they're costing me $11 a pop if I don't get a latte or tea. We are not going to discuss that right now. I'm not ready to discuss my finances, but it's part of this year, so maybe we will. But reduce going to get my breakfast sandwiches to 4 times a month, so that's once a week. Baby steps, got to start somewhere. And 3, keep scheduling time for my work and my projects, and proudly and boldly say the thing. So for example, my boyfriend literally just texted me, or he just called me, and I told him, I was like, hey, can I call you back? I'm actually recording a voiceover audio for my video. And he was like, yeah, for sure. And I need to do more of that. I don't know why this particular clip recorded the way that it did, so I'm sorry if it looks weird, but I'm also not gonna re-record it because this was me filling in my February days. So we're just gonna make do with what we have. So first things first, I always put in the dates because I have an undated planner, and I like that better because if I'm ever just not being as planful as I should, I don't feel like I'm wasting any pages. So first thing I do is fill in all my dates for February. This month's focus is decluttering. I have stuff that I need to get out of my house, and then site maintenance for my website. People I want to see is my best friend Jelena. We're trying to see each other monthly. I haven't seen my granny in a long time. I have to go out to Aurora this month, and my auntie Beverly lives there, and then my friend Tisha, who I didn't get to see last month. Places to go. I didn't go to so far. I'm just going to keep putting it down because I want to make more time for fun activities for myself. Another museum with Mackay, and 2 new thrift stores for reasons I will explain later. And things to learn is still posting on Pinterest. I have work projects. I have 3 YouTube videos that I want to get up this month. Well, 4, but this is one of them. I'm counting it for February, but I have 4 YouTube videos that I want to get up this month. I want to make bookmarks just because. Finish my coffee book, and that will also be a YouTube video. I will show you guys like my cozy hobbies. They're really fun. 2 podcast episodes. I didn't do my 2 podcast episodes in January, so hopefully I get these done in February. And 2 blog posts. By the end of this month, I'll have 2 blog posts in January. I'm really excited about that. So trying to keep on with that trajectory for the rest of the year. In my personal life, I want to get my donations out, get my shred box out, move my pantry over to the right because I have a coffee machine and I want to make like the entire left side of my kitchen where it's at, like my coffee section or whatever. So I want to get that done, and I need to schedule doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, vision appointments for my son, and taxes. I need to get that started early. I fuck around and get it started today, to be completely honest, while I'm chilling at night. I follow Passion Planner's blog and their YouTube and them on Instagram. No, this is not a Passion Planner sponsor. I wish. I am just really passionate about them and their products and just everything about them. It's not just a product, it's an entire community. So if you're looking for tips, tricks, ideas, just different ways to utilize your planner or your journal, they have all of that in there. So I'm actually going to do one of the things that I saw this month. They talked about creating a vision board for the month, and I thought that was really cool, so I'm gonna test that out. I went to the library during one of my library days that I've been scheduling for myself, and I printed out a bunch of things that I would like to see happen for me this month. And it may seem really small, but I just like sizable goals. I don't like goals that are super huge. I'm aware of what my limitations are, and so I tend to make my goals on the smaller side. And it mentally, that go big or go home, I don't know. It's always a big fight in my brain, but these may not seem like a big deal to you all, but they're a big deal to me. That's all that matters. So the first thing I would really want to see, I have a 30, and the 30 is for 30 YouTube subscribers. I think I'm at 23 right now, which is a big deal to me. It's a big deal to me. I think that's so cool. So I would like to get to 30 by the end of February. I have $500 because my first market, I would like to make at least $500 at that event. Maybe I'll do a recap on the event and talk about what happened, how I prepped, and just all those things that may be able to be a video. I have 5 miles because I'm running I'm running an 8K in March. I'm not a runner. It's not something that I do, but it's something that I wanted to prioritize this year. So I am signing up for races every quarter. And the first one is 5 miles just because I wanted to knock the hardest one out. And then the rest of them are 3 miles, which I can run 3 miles. So I feel confident about those. I have 1,000 followers because I am sitting pretty at like 940 on Instagram, and it's driving me freaking nuts. And I would just really love to see myself get to 1,000 by the end of this month. Is that feasible? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But 1,000 is my first goal for this year, and then 2,000 is my goal for the entire year. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. I have a picture of the Shut Aquarium because that is the next museum that I would love to take my son to, and I think I know what day I'm going to take him, so I'm really excited about that. I have a little Pinterest logo because I have a feeling that Pinterest could be an untapped resource for me, especially because I really do want to blog more. I like making videos, I like doing videos, but I just never lost my little girl inside of me that wants to be a blogger. And all of this is about, again, just creating space for me to do everything that I want to do. Why say or when I can say and, right? I don't want to be doing this or that or this. It's like, no, I'm doing all of it. And we're going to figure it out. I'm working out my muscles is how I think about it, right? Like I've never done all these things at the same time. So like when you go to the gym, you're working out your muscles and you're getting stronger and you up your reps and you up your weight. That's the same thing that I'm doing. I'm doing all these things simultaneously. And then as it becomes easier and as it becomes more of my routine, then I may be able to do more, or I may be able to do it better, or it may be quicker for me to do something. So all those things, baby, all those things. But again, I saw this on Passion Planner's Instagram and I thought it was really cute, so I wanted to do it for this month. I am going to glue these into my Game Changer section of my monthly section in my Passion Planner, just so that I see it all the time and it helps me maintain a visual of what I'm trying to focus on this month. And that is spending time with my son, creating some money from my market, and trying my best to amp up all my social medias. So I'm really excited about it. And this was actually a really cute little project, and I may do this every month. If you watched my first Plan With Me video, you know work schedule goes in first for me. It helps me understand where the bulk of my time is going for the day. So I always put in my work schedule first. February is a really busy month. It's stressful for me. February is the most stressful month next to like holiday season. And that's because all of my expenses are due for my business. So like my domain, my site, those things are heavy hitters. And I'm just not at the point in my business that I'm making enough money to cover that. So I need to get better at having money in reserve in my business account. So those things get paid out of pocket. It is my 2-year anniversary this year with my boyfriend. So that happens this month. Valentine's Day, inventory at my job. My son has some like parent-teacher conferences this month. So there are a few days where he doesn't have school. I try my best to align my work schedule with my son's school schedule. It's one of the benefits of me being a manager, and I try my best to exercise that scheduling benefit. It's the whole reason I went back into management. My son also starts after school, so that's getting added to the schedule, and taxes, and then just your regular bills, and summer camp signups also happen this month. I did a phenomenal job and applied for scholarships because I am a single mom and your girl is broke. I am so blessed to have the parents that I do and that they've done well for themselves, that they provide a tremendous amount of financial help for me and my son, but I try to help as much as I can, and sometimes that looks like me, again, applying for scholarships so that the financial burden isn't as heavy as it would have been if I didn't apply for them. So luckily I got approved for 2, but registration is still pretty competitive. So you have to be ready. You have to remember those dates. So that is something that stresses me out. February just is stressful. By the end of February, I feel a lot better. But like those first 2 weeks just drive me nuts. Do you hear me? Drive me nuts. But I'm really fortunate that I was able to get those. So I'll know what summer looks like very soon. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see friends a whole lot this month. I already reached out to one of my friends to see what her schedule looks like. And I have to reach out to my best friend to see what her schedule looks like and maybe do something, put something together. I saw one of my favorite content creators did a really cute paint and sip at her house. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. I may want to do something like that. But either way, it's just a lot that goes on this month. So as much as I want to see everybody, I may also be limiting my social interactions. I have the pop-up shop on the 11th. I also have a commitment for just a coaching, don't ask, like a coaching segment for my other friend out in Aurora. That's why I'll be out there. So it is a lot going on this month. After February, things kind of slow down again until summer, but this is not a month that I should be trying to schedule a lot of stuff to get done, but I do anyway, because why not? But yeah, so all that's going in here so that I can have a good visual of what I need to do, when I need to do it, putting some times into my phone so that I'm not missing these sign-up days. Just so much. as I was flipping through to my weekly, I was like, oh, I'll get the first week of February started, completely again, forgetting that I'm a little ahead and that I hadn't planned for this week and I barely planned for last week. Sometimes I don't need to plan a whole lot. My weekly layouts are really for me to just see where my time is gonna go, and if I have time to do certain things, if that makes sense. I don't always need my planner to be overly detailed or overly cute. I just need a visual of where I'm going to be that week and what I can get accomplished. I really need to do laundry. I really need to start those taxes. I'm going to keep saying it until I open up my computer and start my goddamn taxes. I need to double check all of the important dates that are coming up and put them in my phone with timers. My cousin's wedding is coming up in March and I need to get measured for it so that I can get my dress made. I signed up for Letters Against Isolation this year, and I have 10 letters to send out by the end of this week. So I also need to do that. And on my work to-do list, it's edit my YouTube video, which I'm doing right now. Post that YouTube video, record one of my podcasts, and finish a blog post that I started earlier this week. And I also need to register for the study rooms in the library. Those fill up really quickly. So I've probably already missed the first week of February, but it's okay. I can schedule them 4 weeks out, so I just got to double check and see. Sunday was a great day. Micaiah and I hung out. We went to his classmate's birthday party, and then he came with me to record my cousin's podcast. I just love anytime we get to spend quality time together because, it just makes me feel really good as a parent that I'm trying and I'm being intentional. I called off work today because I just wasn't really feeling it. I needed an extra day to rest. My period's coming, so I'm cramping, and I just, I have sick time, and other people want money and hours, and I decided to call off, and I got my shift covered, so I'm here doing these videos. Tomorrow, I want to be at the gym at 6 a.m. so that I can do a 2-mile run. I work for a good chunk of the day, and then I have an hour and a half in the library. And in that time, I'll probably get my mom some information done that she needs done, but I'll also probably put all those dates into my phone at that time. On Wednesday, I also want to wake up at 6 a.m. and go do a 2-mile run. I'm off that day, but I may have to go somewhere far to get my dress measured, and this is what I mean by visually needing to see what I have time for. It's not that I'm not getting things done. I'm definitely getting things done, but it's not recording my YouTube videos. It's not recording the podcast. It's not loading things up on my site. It's the other things that need to get done for the day to move smoothly, and that's what I'm trying to work around and work against is the day-to-day tasks versus these tasks that need to get done in order for me to create the life that I want to see. That is what I'm always working on, and that's what I'm working on heavily this year. So Wednesday, I pick my son up from school. I'll probably do some laundry, help him with homework, help him with reading, and then cook and prep food for the next 3 days because I work then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Again, as you all can see, the pink is what my work schedule is. The orange is me going to the gym because I can't go after work. I get off work a little too late, and my gym isn't 24 hours. I have drop-off times and pick-up times for Makai. Those are in blue. And, just a lot of things happening this week that kind of happen every week. Friday, I would like to go to the gym. I just don't know what time it closes, so I have to look that up. It's also payday. I know that a lot of financial people are like, put your bills on auto pay. I actually dislike having some of my bills on auto pay. So anytime that I get paid, I just start paying bills that I know are going to be due, and that works so much better for me. I'm working on my finances. And again, maybe one day I'll talk about it, but not today. But I pay bills when I get paid. And I also am trying to save. So that happens on Friday as well. Usually on the weekend, I go see my boyfriend. So I have that in my planner for Friday and for Saturday. But I get off early enough where I may be able to go to the gym in the evening, and that's why I need to see what time they close so I can see if I can actually make it in the evening or if I'm leaving his house at the crack of dawn to go to the gym. Something else I need to work on is getting out of bed when I'm spending time with my boyfriend. It's really hard, but I also don't want to interrupt our quality time. We don't live together yet. And though going to the gym is important, so is my relationship. So those are just things that I'm trying to work out. But as long as I go to the gym tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, I would have gotten 3 days in, and that's usually my minimum. So I'll be really happy with that. So if I can't make it Friday and Saturday, I don't feel completely horrible about it. that's it. Woo, I feel accomplished. All right, putting my stickers away. I got my February layout done for the month. I am so proud of myself for taking off work today so that I could sit down and just look at what the rest of my week is going to look like. Write down some of those really big dates that are coming up for registrations, and just get some stuff out of my brain. I did want to show you all, the envelope challenge was something I heard of last year, but I decided to put one in the bullet journal portion of my planner. That's what it looks like. So I'm hoping that at the end of this year, all that's filled up and I save some money. But that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. This was very relaxing and really fun to do. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.